I'm Brenda. Welcome to my channel, the Empress and the Sun Tarot. Today we will be doing coffee and cards, which is just a little bit of, oracle card reading. We start with a general reading, and then we will move into a answering questions. The cards we're going to be using today are the Energy and Spirit Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor, or the Divine Abundance cards by Tasha Silver. So those are going to be the two choices we're using today. So Celine wants me to set those up where you can see them. And then we will just pull a few cards from each of the decks and begin. I hope everyone is doing well today. This is just a general reading for the day. Guidance for today for anyone watching this video now or later. General guidance for today. We have the Archangel Phanuel card, Hope, Optimism, and New Beginnings, which is a beautiful energy for today. I was kind of woken up earlier this morning, and I got 3 other archangels from this deck, so not this one. So I'm curious to see what his message is up today, and then we get the Balance card. So that's really good energy, and then we're going to pull a little bit of tarot for the message from Archangel Phanuel. Hope, optimism, and new beginning. That's I'm definitely up for that. And the Balance card says centered energy and self-care. So great message for anyone always. Make sure you're doing your self-care. Self-love is really important. You get that Page of Cups card, and in this one, he's very, you can see he's having a heart chakra activation. So and I can't help but notice, there's a bowl up there and a little pig that's flying. Me and Dave recently had a reference of a pig flying, and there's something else on the card, and so you tell me to look. Oh. There is a little 2 hands on the heart with a little energetic connection between them. So I feel like the Page of Cups is saying that you can send that energy to that other person. So just know that you can energetically send, your person, someone you're thinking about, love by just energetic, you have that energetic connection with them. We are just doing a general, and then we will pull some other cards, the oracle cards for others that are joining. The energy today definitely feels a little different. It feels like this is, definitely more of a heart-centered, a new optimistic day. So that feels really good. So you just want me to pull a general reading. So we are going to get guidance for this new beginning that Archangel Phanuel is bringing us. So the current energy is the 6 of Wands crossed by the King of Pentacles. That looks like maybe some good financial stability, maybe news of a job or a promotion, a bonus, some kind of, I feel like a little, she's like celebrating, some kind of good financial news coming your way. So that is beautiful energy. The bottom up, the foundation card is the Sun, which, is the happiest card in the deck. So I feel like today it's definitely saying, be really centered. and be up, the optimistic card there of that new beginning, and that sun is definitely that. And I can't help but notice the Lovers card is on the bottom, so you're saying, look, he's definitely having energetic connection with someone. And then the card for the immediate future is the Six of Cups, which is, very well known for being, someone from the past coming back. So he's like basic meaning. Someone from the past coming back. That could be someone from your childhood. Some of you, known in a past life. Could be, twin flame relationship. But somebody coming back is that general consensus of that Six of Cups energy. The current headspace is the Hierophant. Definitely, I feel like this is about, being elevated on our spiritual journey. I feel like that's definitely a great place. So we have the sun in the foundation and the Hierophant in the headspace. And, in this Hierophant card, this person is joyously happy. So that's truly, the best headspace to be in, be in that high vibration, working on your spiritual journey, happiness. Because as you're in that high, happy energy, you're going to bring in that financial, gifty. So you're saying gifty. So whatever financial gifty the universe is trying to bring into you, that's currently. And then it looks like somebody's coming back. Keeps pulling my attention to that. And the recent past, you have the Four of Cups. Sometimes the Four of Cups is about holding on to the past and not looking at what's really trying to be offered. So I feel like the universe is telling you, stop, dwelling on the past, that you have to, be in the present. And the more you're joyfully happy in the present, if you're trying to manifest someone back, that's the easiest way to bring them back, by being happy. I know that kind of sounds counterintuitive, but really, if you want to attract somebody back, be happy. That's the easiest way, really, because, who doesn't want to be around a happy person, as Dave said last night. And the environment card is the Ace of Wands. I feel like there's a lot of messages coming in right now with, this energy, definitely, for sure. I know I woke up at 4:04 this morning and had to get up and get a message. Because the veil is, like Dave and I have been talking a lot lately about how thin the veil is. But I feel like there's a lot of downloads coming in currently as the current environment. How others see you, the Five of Pentacles. Do they see you alone and sad and depressed? Do they feel like you're isolated? Just know, just because this is how others see you doesn't mean this is the perception of yourself at all, because the key is right there in that card for her to let herself out of that. And just know that if you're in that Five of Pentacles position, know that you have the key right there to let yourself out. And truly, the key is being happy. Being appreciative for whatever good is in your life will bring more good into your life, because you truly manifest with whatever vibration you're at. So, if we're feeling, so he's like, just put them up there. Look at the vibration of this card to the vibration of this card. Can you see the difference there? So just by being happy, and so physically, so you just like physically get up and, take a walk, get moving, do something. Don't sit and, sulk in, whatever situation is going on, because that is not going to serve you. She's like, be blessed at the things that are going right for you, find, joyous happiness in whatever you, currently have going on that you have to be happy about, whatever that happiness is. The more you focus on that happiness, the more you can bring that happiness to you. Are you having Five of Pentacles about this person? Are you in, this headspace of, I miss this person? If you're in that headspace of, I miss this person, it's really hard to bring this person back. Honestly, because, that's how other people see you. And the Five of Pentacles is not a very good way to be seen. That's not an energy I want to, be seen in, a lackful energy. She doesn't look very hopeful. And the card up here is definitely about, being optimistic. So we're going to get the apparently so you wanted me to shuffle the deck. She wants to change it up. So whatever we've been talking about has changed the energy because we had to shuffle the cards. So that has, even in just talking this and getting this far into the video with the message, it's saying you have the ability really to pull yourself out of that. So now we're going to get the next top card for the hopes and fears card. That card for me is about, wishing upon a star, spending time with the people you love, and, daydreaming. Dave and I love to sit out under the Big Dipper, and that's what's in the picture. And, dream under the stars. So spend some time, with your friends talking about, what would you like to manifest? Dave and I, sit in the hot tub under the stars and talk about our vacation and, some of the other stuff we're doing. Because it's a great place, to manifest with others that are in like vibration. So, spend time with your community. And then the outcome card is the Empress, which is, saying you have the ability to manifest the entire situation. It's all in the vibration you choose to be in. You can be, I see we have, 4, 5, 6 here, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the table. So there is, progress in the energy. And the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. And, all the first ones were swords, the swords are thoughts. So I feel like it's about, really releasing what thoughts are holding you back. Those fours, we have 3 fours. The 4 that's missing is the 4 of Wands. And I feel like that's the most important for the reading. Are you being happy with where you're at currently? Be joyful at home. And the 4s are about stability. And that, are you stable in your home? Are you wanting to move? Do you not like where you live? And, Celia says, if you're trying to manifest in another person in your home, make sure that, this is full of a lot of negative thoughts right there. Some that's trying to be healed. That 4 of Swords is working on healing it. And that's going to come really quickly, but you have to decide what you want to let go of. And if you're not sure, that 3 of Pentacles on the bottom is, about contracts. It's also about working with other people, that community. Again, I feel, ask your friends for help. Ask your guides for help. When I see this card, it reminds me of me, Dave, and Celia working together. So ask your guides, what do you need to release? That's what I was at 4 o'clock this morning, working on what I need to release. So if you're getting woken up in the middle of the night, just know that it's because change is trying to come in. And just know that, Celia's saying, that right there, that connection, that's your higher self trying to give you a hand and give you support to show you that you're loved, and that it really is like, as soon as you trust your heart and know that you're going to be okay and aren't in this energy, like everything can come full circle. And I say that full circle as, she's got a big circle there on her. So, we're going to pull a couple of romance angel cards, and then we're going to get into the, we'll pull an abundance card too. But just know that it's a time of a new beginning, I feel. Hi, April. How are you doing? The card that come out is the reconciliation card. Someone from your past is returning to your life, which is, so you said, look, it fell out, right there by that 5 and 6. And you can easily manifest this because you're already probably having a telepathic connection. So you can even energetically flirt. That's what's going on in this card. That's energetically flirting, energetically, extending some love and energy. So you're saying, that's very important right now. And then we're going to pull an abundance card for the energy of the day. I am going to start cutting this first part of the video out and posting them because Celia feels they're relevant to, multiple people. So she just wants to make sure that these messages are getting heard as well. So we're going to pull an abundance card. Well, apparently we're going to pull a few abundance cards. The bottom of the deck is the self-love card. And with that, it says, let the wall fall that separates me from my vulnerable inner child. I long to take care of myself like never before. That is a super beautiful energy. And that is really where you have to be. You have to decide that your personal happiness is the most important thing to you. How about that one? So you have to decide your personal happiness is the most important thing to you. Because truly, if you are not happy yourself, you're going to attract other people that are in that vibration. And I want to attract happy people. I like Dave, I call it, I like fun Dave. Celia says, if Dave gets too serious, we'll tell him, hey, where's fun Dave? We'll call him on it if he's being serious. So, just, make sure you're not taking yourself too serious or anything too serious, and that you're definitely doing, that self-love. Because you manifest at the value, level of where you have your value. So if you really value yourself, you're going to manifest at a lot higher of a vibration, to where if you don't really value yourself, then the people that you attract into your life aren't going to value you either. And that's not a good feeling. So that's how we want. So Celia's like, let's be high vibe. She's like happy, high vibe. Me and Dave, we were talking earlier that, so much last year we walked around and our mantra was happy, joyous, and free. And we would continually say that, just happy, joyous, and free. Because those were the things, we just like in our lives. Things, being happy. So the next abundance card is right action. Apargath literally means let everything that wants to go, go, and everything that wants to come, come. So right action, the universe takes what it wants to take to allow room for the, things that you need. And we love it because the next card is the allowing card. Radical acceptance says yes to reality in any given moment. So what is needed can come next. So are you open and allowing to what is trying to come to you? Or are you blocking it? Because if you really look at her, she looks like she's kind of blocking it. The rainbow's pouring in over here, but she's not even anywhere aware of that situation. And then the next card is the delusion card. Intention without surrender can be a fast path to delusion. So you can have an intention, but you have to surrender it and trust that it's going to happen. You can say, I really want to be with this person. And then you have to let it go and trust that if you're meant to be with that person, the universe is going to bring you, because what is meant for you will come to you, and it's not going to go to anybody else. So just make sure we're going to do a video on intention. Make sure with your intention that you're, surrendering to, the will of the divine, on how the divine wants to bring it to you. Sometimes we let go of control. So it's like control. So you got to just sometimes let go of control. We can't control things. And sometimes you just have to, send it to the universe. If it's meant to be, bring it back to me. If it's not, bring me something better. And have that really intention. If something is not meant for you, I wish to let it go, in love, and bring me, what is meant for me. Because something really good is meant for you. The next card is the grief card. tears are what happens when the ice melts the heart. And I would say that is 100% true, because when my puppy just passed, my puppy, she was 13 and a half. When she passed, I cried more tears than I probably cried for any human, because my heart was so open for her. And I said my tears weren't tears of sadness. My tears were tears of love, an expression of my love. So just know when you cry that it doesn't have to be in sadness. It can be as an expression of your love. It's all in the way that you believe that energy to be. Because, I love my dog, and I don't want to be sad about her. I know she's all around me. And then the last card is the change card. When the ego finally sees the utter madness of trying to control everything, you come to the sacred crossroad of your own evolution. So I feel like it's saying, sometimes we just have to put what we want out there, and then trust and allow and let the universe bring to us what is meant to. Um, and don't always feel that when you're crying or your sadness, that that's a bad thing. You have to, feel the feelings. Dave and I are talking about that all the time, about you have to make sure you're feeling the feelings. So if something's happened and you're crying over someone that's, not in your life or whatever, don't think of it as I'm crying because I miss that person. Think about I'm crying because I love that person. That is such a different vibration. So if you're missing someone, don't think about you're missing them. Think about that you love them. And that should help. If you want to bring them back, that'll help bring them back. So, and you have to, so you're still saying joyfully, happily, look at that. That's joyfully happy. So that's the general reading. And then we will clean up and do some questions. How is everyone doing today? We did post a general reading for today. I'm going to start doing that and having them post every day at that time. Just kind of a general reading. But so he wants me to clip out this little part before and kind of save those. Which feels like those are important messages. Awesome. Yes. So where is everyone from? So you wants me to take a break for a second because that was kind of a long reading. So we're just going to kind of settle in. So Curly Girl, where are you from? And so you wants us to play our game again today. If I gave you $5,000 today, what would you buy? It's funny because I keep taking Dave on trips. So far, Dave and I have been for the game, I've taken him to Miami. We went to Cancun. Yesterday, we went to Jamaica. Were we at 5,000 yesterday, Dave? You mean no? 4. Okay, so today we're at 5. So April, we give you 5,000 today. What would you buy for you? You can like Dave and I keep buying a trip, but I keep buying a trip. With my 5,000 today, I want to take Dave to Hawaii so he can go and surf. He has great memories from going there when he was younger. So I would love to take him back. So yeah, Celia just wants us to kind of settle in. And yeah, Jennifer, you're from India. If we gave you $5,000 today, Jennifer, what would you buy? That sounds like fun, Curly Girl. Every day we're playing the game. Celia's like, She thinks it's a fun way to think about your self-love and just kind of, just, oh, go chase the northern lights. That sounds like fun. KCT, you have to do something for yourself. It's an exercise. It's not an exercise in giving things away. It's an exercise of your value. So every day we go somewhere, or we raise it $1,000 is how the Abraham game works. So we're just, yeah. Yes, the money, the game is you can take somebody on a trip, but you have to go. You can't give the money away. You have to, it's about learning your value. Because when it's hard for you to think about spending that kind of money on yourself, it's about your value. So you want everybody to start knowing their value. As you know your value, you will attract more loving relationships. You will attract more abundance. You will attract, that just puts you in higher vibration all the way around. So, Rachel, what would you do with the money? I didn't see. Did you answer? I didn't think so. Yeah. Yes, it has to be for yourself because, I know everyone is so generous and you know what, so selfless that they would give the money away. Because I almost bet every one of you are overgivers, just like I was, and have to work on that every day to make sure that there is reciprocity in the relationship with Dave and I. So, but we tend to really, because we tend to put ourselves last on the list. That's why that first card over there earlier was the self-love card. Because truly, most of the time, and it's sad to say, as women, we tend to normally, put ourselves last on the list. So we are using the energy and spirit cards and the divine abundance card. We're going to let you pick your deck. And then we're going to go from there. But so you want you guys to be able to see the boxes. Those are what we're using. Rachel, we're going to start with you. That's me and Dave. That's why I'm taking him so many new places. And April will get you after we get Rachel. But yeah, that's why Dave, so far, like I told him, we've been, every time I want to take him, I bought me a purse. And besides that, we've traveled on all of my stuff. What is Mike's Aries channel message to me during this tough time in his life? You want a spirit and an energy and spirit card or an abundance card, Rachel? Okay. Rachel, last night, Dave and I did a twin flame reading, and he was the star of the show because everybody wanted to hear what the masculine energy had to say. He read masculine, and Celia and I did a little tiny bit of tarot, but for the most part, we just channeled some stuff. But Dave was the star of the show because everybody wanted to know what the masculine was thinking. So I'm going to try to talk him into doing that more often. Because I know when I wasn't with, Dave, I would love to have known, that masculine perspective. And just know that they're definitely, they're definitely mirroring you. Like Dave and I, in so many ways, like when one of us is working on something, the other one is working on something very similar. Rachel, you get the mindfulness card, peaceful presence, quiet mind. I feel like Celia's saying with this, just focus on your own mindfulness because it's a #1 card. And, that's saying, and then the bottom of the deck is up from the depths, releasing difficulty. So I feel like that's where he is. And the more that you can stay in this energy, the more that brings comfort to his energy. Yeah, but you keep being this peaceful light. Because then the next card is connection, partnership, contract, commitment. So that's beautiful energy. So you're saying you just keep doing this energy. Make sure you're meditating and do that. And no, he's coming up from that. That's commitment. Yes, but make sure you're also, being open and vulnerable with him. When you're being vulnerable, that's definitely put you in more of that feminine energy. So make sure, so you just make sure you're being in that feminine, make sure you're being extra girly. Like last night I wore a dress, something light and flirty, just I send Dave little thinking of you messages, thinking of you throughout the day. So do something light. So you just be light, you can also, before you even do that, Rachel, send that energetic message to him, fill in your heart and feel the energy you feel for him. And then literally, I make a little energy ball, literally, and I'll just put my feelings in there. I'll start with my hand on my heart, and then I build a little energy ball. And then I just toss it to that person with that intention. That's why Celia's really light. Just hey, thinking about you, or just something, just a little, or a little winky face. She's just a light little flirt. She's don't type him a book, she said, just a little flirty. Yeah. Thinking of you. I hope you're having a good day. I send that to Dave all the time, thinking of you. It's funny because I'll do that little energy thing and then I'll send it to Dave and Dave will be like, oh, I was just about to text you. So do your little energy thing and then send him a little text. Yeah. Just send him one. So he's one. Send one little text and let it go. And then go meditate. Literally, make sure you're in high vibe when you do it and then send it and then go back and do something that brings you fun. The funnest thing that you do, if you love to dance with music and whatever, put your music on and start dancing and be in that really joyful, and then send him it and keep doing it and just let it go. That's Celia's advice of the day for you, Rachel. April, we'll get you next. When Celia has a message, she has a message, and she definitely want to start with you, Rachel. Dave made me iced coffee. It's so good. Celia, Celia. Oh, but yeah, she's put some music on and dance. She feels like she's dance. So dance and get really happy because dancing moves so much of your energy. So she's dance. Dance and get really, really happy and then do it. Yeah. And here, Rachel, hold on a second. There you go, Rachel. We just sent you a little love bomb, as Dave calls them. And so he says, make sure you take time to smell the flowers. So wherever you are, if you can see some flowers, take time to. I appreciate the ones Dave always gets me. So April, did you post your question? And you get to pick, April, if you want the energy and spirit or the divine abundance. Good morning, Corinne. How are you doing? April, did you have a question or was you just wanting a general? Yes, happy Friday. I get to go get my pure positive energy here in a little bit. She's spending the night. Okay. We are going to use the energy and spirit card. Okay, April, you get the Archangel Phanuel card. This card came up as the general reading card. And you get sensitivity and strength on the bottom, which is tapping the forces within. So you're saying go watch that message from the beginning. Yeah, she's saying, yes, she said go watch that message. So, because it's about new beginning and hope and optimism and being in your happiest high vibration. Okay, Corinne, we will we'll get you. You're always so generous to the channel, so we will pull a card for you, Corinne. You get the family tree card, which is expansion and legacy. And with that card, I'm really drawn to the roots of that card usually, so I feel like it's saying, look at your family roots. And you get divine presence, the force of love and creation. So that's really powerful energy. Corinne, I feel like it could be a very fertile time for you. Be careful. Unless that's where you would like to go. Just throwing it out there. You could be yeah. The force of love and creation. is flowing to you and through you. So, and then we get the family tree. So are you trying to expand your family tree? So, I know we have asked about children before. So, just know. Dave was telling me earlier about the astrology of the day, about Pluto doing something with Mars and something. And so I don't even know, but, well, that's maybe a good thing, just so you know, because you can, Corinne, do you know what? You can use that energy. Do you know you can use that energy? You can pull that energy up and like really use that for like your creative stuff. And like move your Kundalini. I feel like do you do that, Corinne? I feel like you can do that. Yes, April, I can see your comments. Oh. Yes, one is abundance cards and one's the energy and spirit cards. Yeah, but Corinne, that family tree card, normally I'm always called to like the roots. So how is your family with manifesting? But you could be very fertile at this time as well. I pull that energy up all the way to my crown as part of clearing my energy. Okay, so he says we're doing coffee and cards so we can just talk. So we're going to talk for a second. After you're meditating for a couple of minutes, Corinne, something I do is I imagine a big ball of energy at my Earth Star chakra. And I think about pulling that energy up as I breathe in. And then as you hold your breath, you hold that energy there. And then you let that energy go back down. And it may take a few times to get to each chakra, depending on how open that chakra is. If you're really, sometimes it can go up really fast. Sometimes it can take more time. It just depends on how grounded and centered you are and how clear your chakras are. So, Celia's saying, that would be, oh, it is. And pull it all the way up to your crown, and you will feel that energy like climbing up your spine. I might go through and do I might do it. A little video about it because yeah, it's a very powerful way to pull your energy up, and that kind of gets your energy flowing really well. When you're very good and centered and meditated, try it, Corinne. So you tells me I'm always yes, we're always up for trying. So he says we've learned and done so much, we're up for sharing all of it. Oh yeah, it's super duper easy, but it definitely, like, you will, when you're in a good meditative state, you will be able to feel like when it gets to your heart, you're going to really feel like that explosive energy in your heart. You're going to feel like that heart chakra really so just be in a good, comfortable place. Correct. Yes, because you got that life force energy. So that's why it reminded me of that meditation. I haven't done it in a while. Maybe I'll have to try it myself. So, yeah, apparently now Celia's done, and we can move on, because, she goes until she's done. Curly girl, you know what? My husband has a full set of crystal singing bowls. He has done so much work on my chakras. I'm really trying to get big wave sound therapy right there to post an app, like do an energy clearing for me and post the video. So just know that Dave is a phenomenal sound healer. We're just trying to work on that confidence. But like he does such, like he's moved so much of my energy, like so. Curly girl, we'll get a card for you now. Apparently now, so he's ready to move on from Corinne. But Corinne, try that meditation. So he's like super powerful. Yes, he does that, and he has a buffalo drum, which is like super good for grounding my energy. He also has a wave drum. He's got a rain stick and a bunch of nice little chimes and things. Some air bow thing. He's looking to get a gong. Yeah. April, he actually just ordered a travel set of bowls for us to take to Sedona so he can, we're going to get the Divine Abundance cards for you, Curly Girl. So he can play while we're in Sedona and we can share some of that. And when he does that, we'll share it across both mine and his platform. But I am trying to get him to do it. We did, April. We got you you got the Archangel Phanuel card, which was the card from the very beginning of the reading. We did a whole spread on it. So you said, go look at it. Apparently that was for you, April. Sometimes she says, it's just one thing, but like that, you got a whole spread. That was like the whole like spread, like oracle card, everything. So go check it out. It's like 20-minute reading, but she said, sounds like, I think for you, because you were the only person so far that's gotten that card. They're actually not small. They're big. He just ordered them with a carrying case. He's got a very nice set of bowls. These are a nice set of bowls, just a little less expensive. Something he can travel with. So, because we're road tripping to Sedona and to Vegas for a couple of weeks. We're going to do a week in each. So he's going to take the bowls and we're going to. Oh, don't worry about it, April. But like, go back. I think it took all the way to like 22 minutes or something. So, Celia was like, it was a full reading. So she's like, for you. So, yeah, she's like, go listen to the whole thing. She's like, go. Apparently, sometimes I just pull a spread and she's like, take whatever resonates. But when we saw that card, she said, go listen to the video. So there you go. Yeah, we both have a couple of smaller, the Tibetan bowls. But yeah, he got a whole set of the crystal bowls that kind of go in 2 carrying cases. So, because I have a little car that we're taking. She gets great gas mileage. But Curly Girl, you get the card of liberation. And here, I'm going to put my glasses on so I can read it. The doubts and fears still come up. You don't believe anymore that they are you. Know that you're liberated from whatever's holding you back. I feel like that's 10 of Swords. Like you're released from whatever like mind chatter's holding you back. And the bottom of the deck is the acceptance. Radical acceptance is now open to, and now opens the flow. So, Curly Girl, open the flow. Know that whatever was holding you back, it looks like you're liberated from. Be open to receive. Sometimes you just have to let something go. And like literally as soon as you let it go and like focus on something else, That energy in the very beginning of the reading was about, focus on being really happy. Because, like Dave said last night in the reading, nothing's more attractive than somebody that's happy. So be happy. So use advice always to Dave. Be happy. Just be happy. Just be happy today. So be happy. You are very welcome. Hi, All About Maine. How are you doing today? We will get a card for you. And then Christine, are you still here? We'll get a card for you too. Oh, you're in pain? What's going on? It's coffee and cards, so we're just going to chat a minute. What's going on? Where's your pain at, though? Where in your body? I feel my whole vibration just changed. That's why I'm like, where? Hey, Dave, are you busy for a minute? Can you bring a bowl in here? Hey, All About Maine, I want to try something. Dave is a beautiful sound healer. I'm going to unplug my regular microphone that I talk in because it doesn't like to play the bowl. So I'm going to unplug it so the sound may change a little. But I'm going to have Dave sit and play a little bowl for you to see if that doesn't make you feel better. He is a beautiful sound healer, and he's done so much for me. So I feel really guided to have him play for you. So I'm going to unplug my microphone and let him have a seat here.